Yo, what's good? It's your boy Qwest Kidd, and you are now tuned in to Qwest Kidd Unplugged. See how I did that radio voice? That was pretty dope.
It's going down. My baby murking with Birkin, she twerking and swerving around. Miami sweet overlooking the water, the balcony facing the clouds. It's going down. It ain't about money, you running your mouth without making a sound. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, that little nigga that motivate me. It's Thanksgiving, nigga, pour the gravy. It's free to love me, costs more to hate me. Yeah. Before I start the show, kitem di yon bagay. Mwen gen yon zami ki rele Natalie Lekor. Zami mwen li gen yon restaurant ki rele Gourmet Kreyól. Kitem di yon bagay. Manje sa, bon food bagay. Bon food bagay. What I'm saying is my dog Natalie done opened a restaurant in Boston called Gourmet Kreyól. The food's so good, I will fly to Boston to eat it again. I went to Boston to go eat at Gourmet Kreyól. And guess what? Me and my dogs, we finna ride out. Instead of going down the street to some restaurant, we finna hop on a plane and we finna go to Boston to go have some more Gourmet Kreyól. So please, follow Gourmet Kreyól. If you're in Boston, I need you to go to Matapan, okay? Go to Matapan, go to Gourmet Kreyól. You see this hat I'm wearing? I ain't order it online, homie. I didn't order it online. I bought it straight from the restaurant at Gourmet Kreyól. It was like grill wrapped in a bun. It was delicious, tender. Man, listen, shout out to Natalie. Thank you for blessing my taste buds with that delicious food. Real talk. Another shout out, and it's a long list of people. I really can't name people one by one, but shout out to everybody who liked, commented, and reposted my podcast. Yo, from the bottom of my effing heart, it means a lot. Anybody, especially who's been rocking with me for a long time, y'all know something ain't right up here. I'm a creative person. Y'all know I ain't from this planet. For y'all to show me love, I be going through it. And I know I can spit, and I know I'm talented. I done had a television show. I done did it all, and I ain't where I want to be. So it's dope that you're putting me in front of faces. So when I'm successful, not even if, when I'm successful, it's because of y'all, like 100%. I owe it to God and y'all. 100%. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is what I'm gonna do. My next show, my third episode, I'm going to anybody who likes, I can't tell who watches it on YouTube, so shout out to those who watch it on YouTube too. But nevertheless, if you like, repost or comment, if I don't know your actual name, I'ma just call you by your Instagram name. Or maybe even if I do know your actual name, ain't trying to put your government out there, I'm gonna call you by your Instagram name. And I'm gonna give you a special shout out. Even though I know y'all not doing it for the gratitude, you know what I'm saying? I still wanna show y'all how much that means to me. So I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, for real. All right, let's get the business. This is not gonna be a long episode. It's not gonna be a long episode. Just a couple things that I wanna touch on. Yo, my family went away this weekend to New Jersey. And by family, I mean wife and kids. That's all I live with. And I'm actually dog sitting somebody's dog. The dog's been keeping me company. I've been feeling like I Am Legend, all alone in the crib with a dog. And the dog be waking me up in the morning talking about I need to go use the restroom. It's like, dog, you couldn't do that before we went to sleep? Anyhow. So yeah, fans went away for the weekend. My boy G, I made the mistake. It was me, I put it on me. I told him my family went away this weekend, that I was home alone. He knows I don't go out. I'm a homebody. Either by default or nature, I really haven't figured that out because I used to be on these streets. I used to stay outside. But you know, once you get to a certain point in life, outside ain't really where it's at. Nevertheless, I told my boy G, I was to the crib, I ain't got nothing to do all weekend, I'm just chilling. No wife, no kids. Light bulb. He's like, all right, cool, let's go, let's chill. Gets to the crib, we pregame. I forgot what we was drinking. Oh, actually, my bad. I pregame. He told me let's pregame, but what I forgot to remember was that when G says let's pregame, he means you're gonna do all the drinking and I'm just gonna sit here and laugh at you as you walk down the alley of drunkenness and stupidity. So what do? We leave from here, already pre-gamed here. We go to downtown Tampa. We went to downtown Tampa, and then I went to go chop. Oh no, my bad. We went to the Wing House. We go to the Wing House, we chill. That's where the drinks continued. Not even started, continued. I'm sitting there, Long Island, had some wings. Hey, listen, Wing House, y'all gotta step up the wings a little bit. I'm not even gonna front with you. You call yourself the Wing House, so the wings should be like, if there's anything that I should remember from that place, it should be the wings. They was aight at best, in my opinion. I ain't no food critic, but in my opinion, they was all right. Nevertheless, all right? So we're at Wing House, drinking, I'm drinking, eating my wings, yada, yada. So after the Wing House, my boy that works at I have a part-time at a hotel downtown. So my boy, the valet driver, he hits me up like, oh, are you here? So I thought maybe something was wrong. So I'm like, I'm not too far because the Wing House is not too far from where the hotel's at. So I'm like, all right, cool. I swing through, I chop it up with my boy. He was like, nah, I thought you was at the front desk, so that's why I was hitting you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm like, all right, my boy G told me that my other boy, Gio, it's Gio and Gio is funny, so I'm gonna name the one Gio, we gonna call it, Yellow Gio and Jamaican Gio. So Yellow Gio says that Jamaican Gio is at a club down the street. He's rocking with the DJ so he could get us in, whatever. Even though, like, I don't care about getting. Actually, we ended up paying our way in because we didn't want to wait. That whole, let's wait for him to come outside. Oh, I know him. Like, nah, bro, not at this age. We ain't sitting outside waiting for nobody. We got bread. You know what I'm saying? So, nevertheless, we get in, and I see my coworkers from the hotel, which is crazy, a crazy coincidence. Anyhow, everybody's like, oh, Qwest, oh. All right, yeah, cool. We hit the bar, more drinks. Long Island, Red Bull rum, whatever. I'm mixing light, dark. Cups is just flying at me at this point. And I'm down to every single one of them. I don't know how it progressed to this, but it took me back to those times. And I'm gonna list a couple clubs that people I grew up with gonna remember. Some of y'all youngins ain't gonna know this shit. 609, what was that? Oh man, I can't remember. So there was Club 609, there was Club Oxygen, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, I could go down the whole list. I just can't remember them because this shit was so long ago. But it took me back to those days where I would stand on furniture and rock out. So, they playing Jamaican music. I'm standing on the table. I'm like, I'm feeling like untouchable. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my zone. More drinks. So I'm like, dog. So then one of my coworkers came with her homegirl. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to put her down with some of my boys. I'm like, I'm sitting there playing matchmaker. I'm sitting there like this with the DJ. I'm doing all this gun motion in the club. Like, who am I shooting? Who? Please, somebody answer me that question. Who am I shooting? I'm doing one of these. I'm looking people dead in their eye like, boy, me the toughest gun butcher. I don't even know what I just said. But that's the energy I was on. So yeah, you would think it stops there, right? So then in this club, it's called Echo Downtown. Shout out to Echo Downtown. That shit was lit. effing lit. I don't know, dog. You know, I don't know if my standard counts because I don't really go out, but that shit was hype as hell. So anyhow, so one of my homeboys was eyeing down this Asian chick. And so so he was afraid to go up to her. So I walk up to her. I'm like, yo, check it. My homeboy likes you. What do you want to drink? That's it. That's point blank period. What do you want to drink? So then I go to him. I say, hey, listen, stop being a pussy. Go get her a drink. This is what she wants. I went and talked. I did your dirty work for you. Now go do the rest. So anyhow, he goes to the bar, gets a drink, they start talking, cool, bing. Mr. Matchmaker here. All right. After that, it was a Jamaican section, and then there's another side you cross over to the Spanish section. We go to the Spanish section, more drinks. Now, I go from doing this to now I'm Mr. Salsa Merengue King. Since when? Since when? Please, somebody tell me. I would love to know. So now I go from suavemente besame, all that. Nevertheless. So, long story short, your boy got lit. Now, here's a little sidebar. This is funny and not funny. So, this club that we were at was down the street from the hotel that I work part-time at. Not even part-time, I'm on call over there. Homegirl at the front desk was having an issue in which I ran my drunk ass from the club to the front desk for why, I don't know, to go help her out. And mind you, it was literally just a click of a couple buttons. And I was like, all right, I'm out. But thank God I was there, even in the area, to be in a position where I could just run right there. And nobody in the club noticed I was gone. Boom. So, anyhow, we leave the club, I get home, I'm feeling lit. I go to sleep. I wake up and I'm like, on God, this is no lie. I woke up at 8 and stared at my ceiling until 12. Do you know why I did that? I was pleading with my soul. Please don't throw up. Please, I beg of you, don't throw up. Pas vomissement. For all my Zos out there, don't throw up. That's all I kept telling myself, don't throw up. I get up, I'm like, all right, let's see if I could try to eat something. I had a little protein bar. All right, it sat, but then I started feeling a little nauseous. I'm like, I know I need something to hydrate me. It was either leave and go get Gatorade or stay home and possibly face the porcelain all day. I'm like, something in my head, I don't know if somebody told me this or whatever, but it's like I need something with electrolytes. Somebody said electrolytes cures your hangovers. So I'm like, I ain't got nothing with electrolytes. My kids done drunk all the Gatorade and I'm stuck. And as soon as I'm saying that, I'm like, there is one solution. And I really ain't want to do it, but at this point, I'm like, I'm running out of options. So I go into the refrigerator and I did the unthinkable. I went and I grabbed Pedialyte. Are you over 40 and having a hangover and are too lazy to go get Gatorade? Grab yourself some Pedialyte. It'll make the hangovers much less sufferable. Cling. Yeah. I don't even know if sufferable is a real word, but it is today. Yo, that Pedialyte saved my life. I may be exaggerating, but that Pedialyte definitely changed the game for me. I felt like myself again. I don't know if it was all in my head or whatever, but yo, I drank the Pedialyte. I drunk it. I was able to go get food. I was able to go chill. I was at the cigar bar getting more drink, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't drink as crazy as the night before. And I told myself I wasn't gonna drink, but we've all told ourselves that before too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one. So, see, the Pedialyte changed the game because I was able to go out, chill. Yo, we went to this spot called Sterling, a cigar bar. Then we went to this spot called Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde was dope. Jekyll and Hyde was really, really dope. Now, first of all, it's a speakeasy. So you walk into this bagel shop, and then once you walk into the bagel shop, you go through this door. It looks like those doors that lead you like into the kitchen, those flappy doors. And it leads you right into this like nice little like chill restaurant. The DJ, I gotta go back and get that DJ's name. Yo, the DJ was banging out classics. So it was dope, sitting back, chilling. And then I ordered a drink called the Doppelganger. And the Doppelganger is based off of Edgar Allan Poe. He had a story about this guy. Throughout his whole life, he always encountered somebody with the same name as him, who had the same characteristics, same mannerism and things like that. But any time that he bumped into him, it like gave him bad luck or something like that. So that's what the Doppelganger drink was based on. I don't remember the exact ingredients of the mix, but it was a really good drink, and it had 2 flowers to represent like the Doppelganger. Anyhow, I had a dope night, but guess what I didn't do? I didn't overdrink. We got drinks everywhere we went, and I didn't wake up feeling like shit the next day. Pedialyte changed my life. So this is a free promo for you, Pedialyte. Now, if you send me the bag, that Pedialyte gonna stay on my desk, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all over there at Pedialyte. You know what I'm saying? You kept your boy alive. All right. So enough about Qwest getting litty all over Tampa. The topic we talking about today. Clipse dropped an album called Let God Sort 'Em Out. If you're not a fan of hip hop, this conversation is probably not for you. You might as well either doom scroll or whatever. I'm about to briefly go in on this masterful body of work. Now, it's been 15 years since they've put out any type of body of work as brothers. Been 15 years. They started doing little tracks here and there and stuff like that. And then they finally, after 2 years of working on this, they finally put out Let God Sort 'Em Out. I listened to this album 3 times already. This shit is fire. Dog. The Birds Don't Sing. It's a tribute to their mom and pop. So Push has a verse where he's talking about his last encounter with his mom. And Malice has a verse where he's talking about his last encounter with his dad. Yo, on God, I got both of my parents, and I'm very appreciative of that. I need to not take them for granted, and I need to check in on them more often. I know that. But even with me having both my parents, that joint almost brought me to tears. That's how like emotional that song is, and how like how poetic, how thoughtful, just the way that you can hear that they're spilling on the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that those words dig deep into you emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Then the next one, Chains and Whips. Yo, this dude, Push. Now, there's history with this song. Even though Push is like, this ain't a beef track, it's not really a beef track, but he's talking to someone specifically, but anybody could get it, basically. You know what I'm saying? About a year ago, Jim Jones was, Jim Jones liked to go on his run, and I hate to talk about him back to back. Jim, this is no slight to you. If I ever get popping enough for you to hear, watch both of my episodes, like I said, I rock with you, dog. I fucks with you, I rocks with you. However, a year ago, Jim was on his little tour run, radio run, his rollouts, and they were talking about a list where I guess Push was on there, And he didn't understand why. He's like, why would you put Pusha T on anybody's top? He's like, it's like he ain't even top 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like Pusha T is who's referenced, ain't moved no trend or anything like that. So then Push drops this verse a year ago. You could tell the subliminal shots that are aimed directly at Jim. He said reality shows is mud wrestling. He said some signed checks I know better than. See, again, this is for hip hop heads. Jim Jones be on reality. He used to be on reality shows, right? And mud wrestling, we know the reality shows, especially how they portray us, is mad trashy. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, some signed checks I know better than. Not every check with the dollar sign is worth your soul. You know what I'm saying? That's what Push is saying. So he's like, but we can see that you need that. That's what Push is saying. That's not me. I'm just dissecting the bars. And then and so Def Jam actually wouldn't let them release a song, so they actually released themselves from Def Jam because Kendrick Lamar's on the last verse. And Kendrick Lamar goes in. I'm gonna read the verse to y'all. So check this out. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with that kumbaya shit. What he's saying, all y'all rappers holding hands, oh we friends, we friendly, oh my goodness, hugs, kisses, like he don't fuck with that kumbaya shit. And what all that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics, bruh. I send your ass back to the cosmics. You going to outer space, my G. And it's not even like you on the top. Nah, he's kicking you off of this earth and sending you somewhere else. Go kick rocks. The things I've seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murders, and sirens. Let's be clear, hip hop died again. Half my profits may go to Rakim. Rakim, the legend, you know, one of the founders of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, how many Judases let me down? I don't know who he's referring to, but you know what I'm saying? Judas is a reference from the Bible. The dude that Bible heads don't come for me. I don't necessarily know the story. I promise that's another thing. I promise I'm gonna do better on my Bible work. But I believe Judas kissed Jesus on the cheek before turning him in, and that's what he's referring to. You know what I'm saying? He said, but fuck it, the West Mind, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me that I don't give a fuck. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. So you already know Geminis have two sides to them. You know what I'm saying? And genocide because K-Dot killing the game. I'm generous however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit gentrified. Move niggas up out of here. Hold on, I just want to make sure. He said, move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Now, there's a couple ways to take that. Because it's like, yo, he's saying he's moving niggas off the block. It's getting gentrified. You know, that's what these cats with money, they do. They pay people in the hood bread to buy their houses. Sometimes they pay over cost because what they're gonna do, they're gonna fix the house and then they're gonna double up whatever they, you know, or they're gonna rent it out for an exorbitant amount of money or whatever. And then also, like, I mean, it could be a shot at Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like it could, cause I mean, even though Drake is still doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Like him or not, Drake's still doing his thing. But he, you know, the Drake hype has simmered down. So, you know, it could be a slight shot, but it's not like a direct hit. Let's see here. I'll show up to your gender reveal and tell him, give me mine. See, before I even say the next line, because I already knew what that meant. It's like he's gonna show up to your gender reveal like, yo, let me know what my child is so I can leave here with my child. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't leave with your child, the gender reveal, but basically he's like, yo, give me mine. That's my child. Okay, what is it? So then the next line, to prove that that's what he was referencing, he's like, I son niggas, I'm the general, where my gin and juice. So with that, he's walking a thin line because it sounded like he taking a little shot at Snoop. You know, Snoop had gave props to Drake when he made the Tailor Made freestyle where Drake was imitating Snoop Dogg's voice. Kendrick ain't like that shit and took a little shot at Snoop on his last album. And then Snoop has since then, you know, apologize, not necessarily apologize, but like, yo, you know what? Kendrick was right for checking me. You know what I'm saying? I spoke too soon. So, you know, there's a whole history behind that shit. Every song is the book of Genesis. Let the sonic boom. So again, Bible heads, I don't know about the book of Genesis, but I know Sega Genesis and I know Sonic is from Sega, so that's a tie in there. Now, it could go deeper because of the book of Genesis, you know what I'm saying? And niggas want the tea on me, well, here's the ginger root. Now, I love tea. Now, a lot of people, like, ginger tea is one of my favorite because it's healthy, it does a lot of good for your insides, it gives you energy and all that good stuff. So, he's like, y'all want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. That's crazy. Because, I mean, if y'all ever seen the ginger root, like people take that ginger root, they skin it, they boil it, and make tea out of it. Like, that was a crazy line. I generate residuals, bitch, get off my genitals. I mean, that's clear cut. I don't gotta explain that to you. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z, you fucking dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes your jinx, yeah. The genetics been synthetic, screaming they genius. Now listen. The genetics been synthetic. There's plenty of ways you could dice that line. Plenty of ways. Now, we all know Aubrey Drake Graham is mixed. So he says the word nigga a lot. There was shit about that, him saying the word nigga. When he's half white. Now, however, his father black, so that makes him black, right? But he has way more of a stronger relationship with his mom, who is white. So when he says the genetics been synthetic, I don't know, son. He could be, you know what I'm saying? And he's like screaming they genius. People like, oh, Drake's a genius. Genetics been synthetic, right? Remember they were saying that Aubrey Drake Graham, that Aubrey got his abs done. The genetics been synthetic. All right, again, I'm just trying to dissect the rhymes and what they could mean. There's no confirmation nor denial of these claims. All right, we're almost done here. A finger wave, they all fall, niggas is Jenga. God gave me the light, a good year full of free will. The Trump card told me to spare your life, motherfucker. So I don't really know what any of that means. Yeah, that he could have just wanted to just finish the verse. But everything before that was just so monumental. It was just insane. So back to the album. when Clipse handed over the album to Def Jam and they heard Pusha T on a song sound like he's going at somebody, knowing that he's had a past beef with Drake, if everybody remembers, he dropped a song called Story of Adidon, in which he revealed to the world that Drake had a son, to the point where Drake had to reveal to the world that he had a son, which is crazy. So now you have Push, who has a history of beef with Drake. Then you have Kendrick, who we already know what he did last year in regards with Drake, to the point we're still talking about it a year and some months later. And so Def Jam, who is owned by Universal Music Group, who is currently in a lawsuit with, Drake's suing UMG because they're saying that they pushed Kendrick Lamar and made the Not Like Us bigger than what it should have been. They manipulated the algorithm, is what their claims is in a nutshell. So yeah, so when they turned this album, Def Jam's like, nah, we can't release this. So they're like, what you mean we can't release this? And they didn't really give him like a clear answer. But then, Clipse, what they did is they just bought out of their contract. They're like, you know what, F it. We'll just do the project under our own. Or I think they went to Rock Nation, and Rock Nation was like, yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z stepped in and, made it do what it do. So I'm glad that they did that. Anyhow, the rest of the album's a freaking masterpiece. Ace Trumpets, one of my favorite songs. The song that they got with Nas is it's fire. I mean, what's dope is like, if you guys know the history of Pusha T, it's coke bars. You ain't getting a lot of heavy coke bars on here. And again, that's his specialty. So I rocks with it. But I like that this gives a nice balance of hip hop. You get the street feel in it. You get the just that resilient nature of somebody, you know, coming from nothing. You get that vibe of it. It's really dope. It's a solid body of work. I recommend anybody go listen to it. Let God sort them out. It's fire, dog. It's super fire. Yeah. So again, I ain't staying on here long, even though I probably stayed on longer than I really anticipated. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? I need you to remember that you are the resource. What do I mean by you are the resource, right? Means, like when you refill, that means something was filled, it's empty and then it's refilled. When you react, that means there was already an action. Now you're basically reacting to that action, right? So everything means that there was something before it. When you have the word re in front of something, that means there was something before it. Rihanna, before A$AP Rocky was Drake and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Let me get back on course here. So I need y'all to be the resource. What do I mean by that, right? So when I say be the resource, remember that God is the source. He's the source. He came before all of us. He created. Now, if you don't believe in God, that's on you. I do. And this is, and again, when I say this, I'm not preaching to y'all. I'm still work in progress. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm realizing is that you have to pull from the source to be the resource. You have to. You have to. In order for you to be the resource where you can provide resourcefulness amongst others, you have to go to the source first. You have to go to the source first in order to be the resource. So, I need y'all, if y'all didn't hear anything I said this whole time, I need y'all to at least remember that. In order for you to be the resource, you need to go to the source. All right? Y'all, Qwest Kidd Unplugged. Thank y'all. Second episode, down in the books. Let's go!
It's going down. My baby murking with Birkin, she twerking and swerving around. Miami sweet overlooking the water, the balcony facing the clouds. It's going down. It ain't about money, you running your mouth without making a sound. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, that little nigga that motivate me. It's Thanksgiving, nigga, pour the gravy. It's free to love me, cost more to hate me. Yeah. Alright. Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Ah, shit.
Homie, you already know.